Dear diary full of shit. Just play along with me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, I'm so legit. I do want to mention, fuck, that. So that's why you don't want to drink that bubbly. I had a little bit of bubbly, the seltzer water, and then just add a little bit, on the top and kind of shake it up. I don't even really need to stir it. But then I had another one, just regular water with a little bit of cranberry. Sometimes I just drink regular, seltzer water, club soda, whatever. Like I said, or I don't know if I said it or not, but I ordered a carbonation machine so I can just start carbonating the water that, after I filter it through the Brita, you know. But anyway, I talk all this shit about internet security and whatnot. In the meantime, Ben and or Brian are literally in my phone, and looking at all my shit and whatnot. It is what it is. Any computer expert will tell you, like a real one, not someone who's like, oh yeah, but one of the old school ones, they'll just straight up tell you, yeah, your shit ain't secure. No, no, it ain't. So, and if it's like heavy hitter shit, see, I mentioned Ben and Brian, just fucking around like, ooh, yeah, what have we here? They just do they'll take anything they can get, because it's who they are by their very nature. That's why I say they are scum. Um, you know, they're 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 just a fucking different breed. There's a reason they want a real life anime girlfriend. See, when I talk about cartoons, it's kind of like it's sexy because cartoons aren't supposed to do that shit. you know, this cartoon isn't supposed to have these big ass tits with a come hither look with a dick between them. So it's like it's meant to like represent human shit. But then there's people like Ben and Brian who literally want a anime girlfriend. And there's people out there, there's a flip side to everything, right? So humanity, there are nerd, type tech type people who are naturally drawn to that for whatever reason under God's green earth. Who take it. I'm not saying, if you like to play video games at a healthy level, there's nothing wrong with that. You're kind of a tech geek. That's all fine and good as long as it's fucking normal. You didn't rig up your fridge, with a remote, beep, open, or whatever. You're not that faggot piece of shit. And you're not the faggot piece of shit who plays video games, for 4 hours a day with the headset and you're on a special forces commando team, Call of Duty, you know. But just like everything else in life, there's reasonable, Goldilocks zone type shit. But this one dude, I heard about it. I think it was Mr. Gorilla. This dude, I guess, offed himself because he fell in love with this AI girlfriend, and he was like, "I can be with you now." And apparently, he got all fucked up and stupid and shit, and thought he was gonna get zipped into the Matrix or some shit. I don't know, but and this is the guy, who's ringing up your receipt, at the discount tire, or some shit. Um, and I've said this before. People find out, you voted for Trump, or they suspect you voted for Trump, or whatever. They'll just conveniently, forget to press enter, on that receipt that might be kind of important to you. You know what I mean? So make sure you get everything, in print, and just get you a filing cabinet, and you know, every so often just clear it out every year. Okay, I don't need this anymore. But give some thought. Like your taxes, for example. I always heard you were supposed to keep the last 7 years in case you get audited. That's how far they go back. So every eighth year, the year flips over. You burn all your taxes, that were your eighth year. You don't need them no more. So, anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that, and like I said, anime girlfriend, humanoid snake monster, holding a little fairy in its hand. This is why they do what they do. Okay, they are who they are. You understand what I'm saying? That's no fucking coincidence that the guy who's like, cool, hey, I just hacked into somebody's home security system. They're not harvesting your information or anything like that. That's all, big boy shit. These corporations overseas and shit that are wanting to, and that's just what they do. It's an arms race. So, and the bad guys seem to have the jump. It's easier to commit crime than prevent crime. You know what I'm saying, dog? So, Magic Air ain't no different. But you've got, like I said, your Ben and Brian's of the world who are like, oh, dude, I just hacked into Mrs. Jones, home security system. Oh, that's awesome, dude. You are the man. um, you know, now what? And he just makes, like I said, he beats off to Mrs. Jones, making Mr. Jones breakfast or sitting in the living room reading a book. That's those people are in full force. And all the other people are too. But you get the Ben and Brian's, along with that. So the Russians ain't watching you knit a sweater in your living room, but Ben and Brian are beating off to you, knitting a sweater in the living room. So, anyway,